What you're going to need are you're going to need 5 foreign bills and 5 American dollars, or depending on the bills that you're using, 5 of each. If you're using newspaper clippings, 5 newspaper clippings, 5 magazine clippings, 5 coupons, whatever it is, and 5 of the bills you want to change it to. So, what the main thing you want to find is bills that, of course, are the same size. The bills have to be exactly the same size. The bills I'm using here are Banco Central de la Republic Argentina, and these are 50 pesos, or 50 somethings. 50 cincuenta Austral, which makes you think they're Australian, but no, it's Argentina. Let's flip it around, and it still says Republic Argentina. Now, these are actually a little smaller than the American bills. What I actually ended up doing is measuring them out, and I ended up trimming about maybe a 32nd of an inch off the edge of the American bill, as well as the side. Very little, and it's not noticeable. There are a couple of other bills which work for this, which I'll mention a little later. But for now, we're going to go with these bills, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, to prepare your gimmick, here's what you're going to do. You're going to take 2 of these bills, put the rest of the way. 2 of these, put the rest of the way, and these 2 bills from each will be made to make our gimmick. And here's what you're going to do. We're going to start with the Argentinian bill. You're going to take one of them, you're going to turn it face down right onto the table. What you're going to do is apply some rubber cement over the left half of the bill. So what I'm going to do to get an idea, I'm going to fold the bill slightly in half. I'm not going to pleat, I'm not going to crease that too hard, just so I get an idea. I'm going to take some rubber cement, and we're making this live, folks, so you can see exactly how to do this. There's no funny business. We get our rubber cement, we place it on there like that. Get a nice cool, I can't speak, but I can put glue on. Watch this. Blow that so it's nice and clean. Take another Argentinian bill, place this face down in the exact same direction as the other one. Get an idea where the midpoint is, but this time I'm going to fold this one the opposite way. So this way instead of this way, like we did here. Watch. Boy, this guy can fold. Again, lightly crease it. And we're going to apply some rubber cement, this time over the right-hand side of the face of the Argentinian bill. There it is. Argentinian is a hard word to say. I never realized until doing this trick. Here we go. Place some rubber cement over the right side, like so. Dry it out. There we go. Now, once that's dry, you're going to glue these two pieces together, this half to this half, like so. You want to make sure they are even, so I'm going to just get a close look at this. This takes a little preparation. This preparation, folks, is the most work you will ever have to do for this trick. Once this is done, you are home free, you're set. You will never have to do this agonizing work again. So, there you go. You folded down the first half. You have what looks to be a very strange Pac-Man-like gimmick. Are you eating me? Sorry I had to see that. Okay, so there we go. That's glued down. This is actually going to end up folded up this way. So we're going to crease it just a little more. So that's your position right now. Now, second part, you're going to get one of our American bills. I like to call this guy Georgie Washington. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to apply some rubber cement over the top folded half of my Argentinian friend, who I like to call Alfredo. Here we go. Let's get some rubber cemente. By the way, I like to call my rubber cement Bill. Don't ask me why. Okay. We apply the rubber cement. Apply it generously. This is not a place to be stingy. I've seen a lot of people say, look, you know what, I could save 5 or 6 pennies if I only go a little less on the rubber cement, but you know what? Go for it in this case. This is not a place to save money. Save it on bigger props like zigzags and guillotines, which, if malfunctioning, can possibly hurt someone. Try and save the money there. We dry that off. There it is. Now we take the American bill, and we're going to fold it in half. This is face towards you, the Georgie face towards you. Fold it in half, Georgie towards you, like so. Lightly crease that. And you're going to apply the rubber cement on the bottom half over here. So, right under there. Okay? So I'll fold that back. I'll get me little rubber cement, who, remember, I call Bill. Here we go. Rubber cement right here. Check this out, folks. I've been practicing rubber cementing technique for over 20 years. Don't try this at home. Really, practice first. Okay. Very attractive to be doing that on video. Okay, but we got to get it so it's nice and dry. Now you're going to apply this rubber cemented side to this side, the flappo-uppo side. Again, be very careful. You want to try and get this so that it is perfectly square. Now I'm doing this rather quickly for video, so if it isn't 110% square, please just give me the benefit of the doubt, and $20 by check or money order. So just push that down. So now we're beginning to get something that's looking a little gimmicky. Very interesting so far. We're left with one open piece here. You don't want to leave that open because if guests come over and see this, they may call the police. So here's what you do. You're now, so you've got your original piece down, that piece folded up, the American piece over. You're going to fold the American bill down now. You're going to apply rubber cement over that last half. Here we go. We're in the home stretch now, folks. Not much more to do. Get right on to performing magic. So you're going to come in, you put your rubber cement down. By the way, the origin of this particular gimmicked bill, I've done some research. I haven't found an exact origin. It was mentioned in a 1987 French book out of France. A book that I believe was called Magie avec l'argent. It was magic with money, and they too were unable to credit it. Apparently this idea goes way back. I believe it originated in Europe somewhere. I will try and have some exact references at the end of the video for you in writing. Here we go. If you'd like to follow that up and study the derivation of it. So there we go. You're going to take your last American dollar bill. You're going to, having it face up, you're going to have it face down. Your last American bill, face down. You're going to apply some rubber cement over this half of the face down bill. I know it's a little complicated. That's why I specifically filmed this over my shoulder so that you know exactly what you're doing from your angle. So there we go. Last bill. Folded this way, rubber cemented there. Okay? So in other words, whatever this bill is that you're using will be face down with the rubber cement side folded up and going here. There we go. Now, I'm assuming most of you will be using American dollar bills. However, there are, of course, people from Canada, Europe, Asia, etc., who will be using other bills, and hopefully you'll get the idea of how to prepare these from this explanation. There we go. Your rubber cements, we're going to cement these two together like so. If you're having trouble following exactly which ways the bills are going, it's very easy to see that with your face-up bill, when it's folded, it's the same way as this bill should be. So these are going to go on top, actually matching, as you can see. So here we go. Again, I'm going to try and keep these square. Tough to do while trying to do a video, but I'm going to try and do my best here. Okay. A little sloppy, but not terrible. All right, we're almost there. Our gimmick is just about done. We have to rubber cement this last part down right over here. So the last two pieces, rubber cement on each, and you're done. Here we go. Running out of rubber, cementy. I could have done this in several parts, but I decided to do this in real time so that you can really follow along at home, because this gimmick is a little complicated to prepare, especially if you have children running around with cutlery and really sharp knives. You want to be getting this done as quickly as possible. So there we go. Little rubber cement there. And last bit of rubber cement. I thought I'd sing that for you guys. Okay, here we go. Little rubber cement. A little more. And there we have it. Get that dry. There we go. Wow, he blows on bills frantically. It's a little bit psycho, that magician. So here we go. We're going to fold that down. Again, trying to keep that square. Okay. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now completed the gimmick. Essentially what you have is a dollar bill, which, or in this case it is a dollar bill, but any type of bill, two bills which are actually folded in kind of this X fashion. Here's one bill, here's the second bill, here's the third bill, here's the fourth bill. All joined together in the middle. You can see that it's open a little bit. So that's your gimmick. Okay, now that we actually have the gimmick made, and the gimmick is resting on the table now with the way we finished it, with the American bill facing upwards, which is our top one. We have the bill on the side, the bill which was originally on the bottom, and the other bill on the side here. We're going to keep that face up that way, sitting on the table. Now, you're going to look at which direction your bottom bill is facing. In this case, the Argentinian bill. It's facing with the head side down. So you're going to take your other Argentinian bills, You're going to put them all in the same direction with the head facing down. And you're going to place these onto the bottom of the bill on the bottom. So in other words, if you turn the whole packet over now, you're going to count 4 bills that look the same. This, of course, is your gimmick bill. What you want to do now is square them up, and where the bill folds in the middle, you want to fold these bills. So you want to give them a crease. Again, I'm doing this quickly. At home, you would have a little more time. So you want to crease them in the middle. Okay? And there you have it. So there it is. There they are, creased on the bottom, like so, to match that one. Okay? That's part 1. You now have 3 American bills. What you're going to do with these, you have your American bill face up on the top. You're going to fold that back to reveal this side bill on the side. So you're going to fold that all the way back to make that the top bill now. And you're going to take the rest of these bills, put them in the same direction as this one, placing them square with this one, and you're going to fold this back again with the bills on top. Okay, you're going to square everything up, and you're going to fold these back like so. Again, you want to try and keep them square so that they don't push out the ends too much, because that's a giveaway. Okay, I'm trying to get them as square as I can in this particular case. Is not fantastic, but that's what you want to try and do here. You want to try and get those as square as possible in the middle of this thing and folding it back like so. Okay, with that done, so here's your gimmick. You have your face-up bill, your other bill's in that side pocket, so to speak, over there, the other bill's on the bottom. There's the American bills, there's the Argentinian bills. You're going to grab this whole pile now, you're going to square them up, and you're going to pull this part back. In other words, this was the top one. You're going to fold it back, revealing the Argentinian money. Now, this is actually the gimmick bill, but if you fold everything over, you're now going to have 4 Argentinian bills. This is squeezed between your fingers, and this is essentially the gimmick. This looks like an Argentinian bill, but in the middle here, you have all your U.S. bills with the gimmick on the inside. So, this is where you're starting, showing the 4 bills. And one last bit of preparation. When you have all these in the correct direction with the gimmick bill on top, you're going to fold all of them directly in half this way. Okay? So again, you want to try and get this as square as you can so that none of the bills are folding outside of this area here. And essentially, there it is. So you folded it all towards yourself. So now, with this side towards you, if you had this side towards you, when you counted, an American bill would show. You don't want that. So you want this side towards you, which you, in other words, you just folded these in, and now you count them one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count 1 in the right hand, 2 in the right hand, 3 in the right hand. Keep this last one square, because that's your gimmick. During the counting, though, you only count 2 into the right hand and push this one out and kind of push them together. This, I believe, is an Escanio subtlety, where you just move the thumb on that bill as you move the finger and thumb on these bills. So it looks like you're just showing 4 single bills. You could turn them over and give a flash to the other side, showing all 4 bills like that. Put them back. That's the count, and that's how you begin. So again, these are folded towards you. This would be in your pocket. I like to keep the side that I'm going to count outwards towards me. So I'd put that in my pocket with this side towards me. So when I pull it out of my pocket, I turn it up this way and I go, look, here's 1, 2, 3, 4 Argentinian bills. Square them back. Now I'm going to show you how to do the trick from right behind me. bills come out of your pocket. The bills towards yourself, ready to go. You count them. You pull the first bill out, you count 1, which is actually your gimmick. Second one, 2, 3, 4. You count 1 into your right hand, 2 into your right hand. Third one you push off. Keep the last one square, which is your gimmick, against your hand. Use the thumb here to push it around. Push these around, say 4 bills. Give a quick flash by turning it over like that. 4 bills. You could show them very cleanly. Put the bills together. Now remember, you're seeing things from my point of view. I turn the bills over now like this. Okay? Everything's fair. I continue to show the bill. What I'm really doing now is I need to get a little break, a little bit of space above this first bill. So when I pull up, I pull with my fingertip. My thumb goes underneath the bunch and pulls up, and I catch the first piece here, which is actually going to be a double bill because this is part of your gimmick bill right over here. I pull that up, and I hold it just right there, just with my little finger, or just keep it right under here with my thumb, or just to keep it up a little bit above the rest, because that's what's going to help in the visual change of this money. I then take my right hand. What I'm going to do is roll it over the bill, and it's going to change. What's actually going to happen is this. The heel of my right hand, which is right here, is going to come in contact with this bill, as you can see right here. Now what's going to happen as it moves in front of it this way, it's going to, because there's a little pressure here with the finger, it's holding that part steady. So it's not free to just do that. It's holding it steady. So if I push here, with the heel of my hand, if I push up and then forward, it's going to actually roll the bill like that. That's happening underneath my hand. Okay? So the bill rolls up. I'm going to give you the exposed view. As my hand comes here, you can even keep the fingertips open and just keep pushing, letting go with the fingers on this side and this part here just to let it move freely. So I'm going to roll, just keep moving, moving, until you push it all the way forward. Sorry, my sleeve got in the way because I was trying to do it very slow there. Let me pull the sleeves up and do it a little more in actual speed. So it's going to look like that. And the bill changes. So again, move that back. What's happening underneath the hand, well, I'll just use my one finger, is this. Pushing, pushing, continue pushing, push all the way, and it changes. So that's your change. You get a little break there. Take your right hand, click the heel against that part, flip it up, and then move forward in one continuing motion, and it changes. Your thumb is going to push down once it hits down. As your bills work in, you won't have to hold down as much, but you just hold down like that. You're now going to grab the whole bundle from underneath, thumb on top, fingers underneath, and you're going to fold with your left hand, fold this part down underneath, like that. So you just changed it, fold this down, and immediately start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4 bills. Again, count them out, 1, 2, keep the last 2 there, turn over, and you can show both sides. It's even magical to yourself when you try this, trust me. Show both sides, put them all back. Again, your gimmick is on the bottom, you're keeping this square, your Argentinian bills are in the middle there. This isn't even worked in, so it's not even flat, but you can flatten that. There you go. Again, to change them back if you want, you roll the whole thing over. You get a little break underneath that last part of the bill. Remember, you might see a flash here because you're right on my angle. But the audience is all around here, so it looks like I'm just showing the bill again. Remember, real, check it out, American $1 bill. Again, a little break. Again, same move. You're going to do this. Exposed view. Comes all the way, pushes the whole thing up and over. With the cover of the hand, it looks like this. Watch. Very, very magical. Again, same action. Grab here. Left fingers pull this under. Crease it. And immediately count. 1, 2, 3, 4, Count the bills out, show them on both sides, fold the whole thing back up, put it in your pocket, this side facing you, like so. Shukuk. Okay, one more time from your point of view. You will see an exposed view here, but keep that in mind that the audience is out here. This is for your own study. A little something with some bills I picked up. These are some foreign bills, Argentinian money actually. Not really worth a lot in Argentina, especially not much over here, but I found a way around that. All I take is my right hand and just do this and change it into hard, cold cash that you can spend. Now, a lot of people think that's a little illegal to take money and change it like that, so I'll tell you what, I'll just take my hand and just pass it over one more time and change it back. 1, 2, 3, 4 bills. Okay, just so you know how to get the break, I wasn't as clear as I should have been, so this should clear it up. You're doing your trick, you're counting out the 4 bills. You do your count, show, come back, turn the bills over. To get the break now, you're going to grab all the bills with your fingers underneath, thumb on top, and you're going to pull with your thumb this way while keeping pressure with your fingers here. What's going to happen is going to end up pulling whatever is the first layer of bill forward this way. So look, once you get a little bit out, you put your finger underneath it, a little finger underneath it like that. So just as you're grabbing the bills like that, it's just like that. You're just kind of pulling that top bill very, very slightly. You don't want to give them a glimpse of this underneath. So just a slight pull, break, and you're ready to go. It just looks like you're positioning the bills in your hand. And then you could even let the bill rise up slightly from the thumb area here. So at any rate, you've got a little pocket right there. And that's where you come in, pull your move, slow motion change. Come back, count them. And you're going to get your break the same way again after you count them. Show. Come back. Turn them over in the action of squaring. Boom, there goes the break. And you're ready to go again. Just come over, slow motion, change. And you've got your complete change. And that's how you do the break.
Okay, here's a couple of subtleties to use with slow burn. First of all, the count. When you count the bills, you count 1, 2, 3, 4. But when you count them in your hand, what we learned before is to show these last two, push one against the other like that, using the Scagno subtlety, which is great. Another way to do it is to actually count them like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. What you're doing here is you're counting 1 singly, 2 singly, 3 singly, each one going under the other. And the last one, which is your gimmick, of course, which you can show on both sides, but you want to keep this well hidden. This, of course, is your gimmick over here. There's all the bills inside there. But if you hold it loosely, you don't have to hold it too tightly, but just keep a firm grip on it. You can show it pretty casually. So you can actually just place this underneath all the bills, holding it with your fingers over there. So done fairly at a fairly brisk pace, you get 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, of course, what I'm doing is I'm holding the bills down in the bottom half of the bill. That way, I don't lose grip of these bills. If I held it out here, these bills might fall out. But if I hold it on the bottom, you get 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, now if you want to show the other side, when you turn the bills around, if you grab this edge over here, this is your gimmick bill on top. That's the side that will flash to the layman, because the layman, of course, being around here. If you grab that here and just spread now, you can actually show the backs of all the bills. So it's a really clean way of showing the bills. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, turn them over, grab that bottom area, and just spread the other bills, showing 4 bills. Now you get your break. You can get your break the normal way. Another way as well, sometimes there is just a natural break. If you hold the bills loosely, this top bill will just kind of glide up a little because it's a double thickness, and you can grab a break. If that doesn't work, just grab it, do it the normal way. One thing about this actual movement when you do the color change, pause at this moment. Don't go right into the count. This is very important magically because this is the moment. Let it sink in. So pause 1 or 2 beats. In actual speed, I would do this. Boom. Now start the counting. Now if you notice in the counting, I immediately will fold back. So let me demonstrate that. Right over here. So once I do the color change, I will fold back here and then immediately count out here. It gives a fluidity of movement and really makes it look like all the bills changed. So we'll do that again using that same count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back over here, grab it over here, show the bills on both sides, get your break, do the color change, pause, push in, pull out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the subtleties. I hope you have fun with them.
Hi, I'm Richard Sanders. Just a quick note, if you're looking for other bills to use for this effect, I found for American bills one of the best bills you can get. I was not able to purchase these at the time of this filming due to the fact that I couldn't find them. They are 1,000 mil cruzados, Banco Central do Brasil. These are pretty much the same size as an American bill, so if you're looking to find bills, this is the perfect one to go with. I'll show it on both sides. But again, the bills we used are fine as well. And feel free to find your own. Cut out pieces of a magazine, the exact size of the bill that you're going to change it into. Get coupons the exact size. Make your own coupons on the computer. Use newspaper clippings, whatever you want. Change ones to hundreds. The choices are really up to your imagination. So if your imagination is huge, so will your ego. I mean, your tricks. The selection of things you can do be huge. That, you know,